I think being part of a service organization, being part of the community is a huge part of truly what our value system needs to be. And we have what we call Branded Blue, and those are ways that we can recognize our franchisees for the efforts that they do in their community. But it also just it comes back to you. You know, there's this saying that says, if you give, you will receive. And so you don't want to be just a taker in life or in business. You don't want to just take things. You want to be able to give things. And when you give things, you'll get a lot more in return. And that's been certainly a big part of what I've been able to get, quite frankly. I mean, I like being of service. I like servicing people. I like helping people. And I'll just kind of tell you where I became passionate about our business. I truly believe, and some people may disagree with me, that I don't think you become passionate about something unless you truly know what your purpose is. And I think your purpose leads to being passionate about what you do. You've probably heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and I had that in schooling, and I saw that again. And I looked at the priorities of those, and you've got to have shelter, you've got to have food, you've got to have love. Those are types of things that are part of this Maslow's hierarchy. But I also figured that you couldn't have any one of those unless you had a job. And so I rationalized, and I said to myself, there's nothing more important than finding somebody a job. Being a doctor, treating symptoms was not the answer of the most important job in the world in my mind, nor was it being something else, whatever was out there. So I felt that finding people jobs was the most important work that a person could do. And that led me to really become passionate about what I am doing in the employment business and what I've done over 4 decades of being in this employment business. So I reflected back to the very first person that I found a job for, and that person was absolutely ecstatic that they got a job, and it gave me such a good feeling inside that I really liked that feeling. There's a saying that we use at Express when a new franchisee comes to buying an office or starting up an office, and that is you have to burn your boat behind you. So when you land with Express, you have no other option than to be successful where you are. And when most people are faced with that, they become much more, I'm just going to use the term aggressive, but they become more proactive, and they really go out and look for business. Because I think that's what this is all about. I'm coming full circle now back to being proactive and selling, because you've got to go out and create business. It's not going to come to you. So you just have to have all your options off the table. That being successful in Express is the only option, and you've burned your boat, so you can't return, you can't go anywhere else. And so I think I've probably put myself in that position just by circumstance, as opposed to feeling as though I'm desperate. And I've never really had that feeling of desperation because I've burned the boat and I have no choice. I've got to succeed. And so I think that's probably the most important thing that you could take away from this morning is that you do have to immerse yourself and go out and create that business.